Hello everybody, welcome back to Home Safety Hotline. So, fun thing, let's see, let's get in real quick, logging in, all the cool setup stuff. Now, those of you keen-eyed viewers might notice this does not look what it should look like. This isn't what it looked like last time, after all. You see, there's actually a really simple explanation for that. It is that I recorded an episode of this. I did. We ended at Friday, and we just did Thursday, so we were on Friday. And I did Friday, and I did Saturday, and I was in the middle of Sunday. It was a big one. And, you know, my computer decided, hey, I don't want to work anymore. So in the middle of recording, the game crashed, and OBS is like, hey, we're done, and the video's corrupted. And I couldn't open the game again. And I considered maybe doing a reset, but it just isn't the same. I'm not reacting to things. I know the answers because I know what I got wrong. And it just isn't the same is the issue. That's the thing. So we're going to I'm going to try to catch you up as much as I can. We're going to start with the mailbox. Let's go. No, we already had that. This email is because you've been emailed by this address before, is no longer employed, will no longer be able to receive messages. Huh. Okay. Shut down, okay. And then we got this coupon thing because we got a good accuracy. I think this is on Friday or Saturday. And then we are most pleased and are currently making all the necessary for your impending dissension. So yeah, as I said, I started a bit of Sunday. I think I was like a couple in, so like maybe 2 or 3 answers in. And the whole thing is that you're like going underground. And during the days that you didn't get to see, Carol starts talking about how below the soil they are impressed with you. So that's the whole deal with this. We're going to watch Thunder Peak, because you didn't get to see it. Let's go for that. Thunder Peak is one of America's most dangerous, yet rewarding hiking locations. In this guide, we'll show you how you can be best prepared for one of nature's most beautiful trails. As with any hiking trail, you'll want to ensure you come prepared with supplies to help you meet the demanding physical trials ahead. Let's say trails for a second. Make sure to bring some hiking boots. Very important. This is not normal shoes activity. Bring a water bottle. Dehydration is bad. Gotta drink. Iron sword. Don't want to forget that. That's important. Pretty expensive, but should be able to find at your local Walmart. Some climbing gloves. That's good. Don't want to be, putting your bare hands on a bunch of shit. If you don't have access to all these materials, you better be sure to consult one of the Thunder Peak Park guides before embarking. Thunder Peak is a straightforward but steep trail consisting mostly of switchbacks leading through a natural cave and finally a short climb up to its pristine peak. But pace yourself as you progress. This both conserves energy and helps you appreciate the scenery around you. Look at that beautiful nature. Very pixelated, but still beautiful. Be sure to stop and read the info signs littered along the trail. And when you see red and yellow lines, it means you're in a high rock fall area. You wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you, clearly. Once you've entered the quiet zone, remain completely silent. As you approach the cave entrance, remove your hiking boots. Can't have those on inside the cave. Distracts dirt everywhere, you know? We don't want that, do we? Enter the cave. And as a bonus, be sure to ignore the red stains on that door. It's not blood. We promise. When inside the cave, move carefully and quietly. Do not stop. Follow the lights and do not stray from the path. If you hear this sound, stay still and unsheath your sword. And, you know, probably make peace with whatever god you believe in. Once you exit the cave, put on your boots and gloves for the final climb to the peak. Made it, and now you can enjoy the view. Isn't it beautiful? Alright, so that was the Thunder Peak video. We get this entry browser, which has everything. It just has all of the info on it. No audio sample, though. Well, I'll go over the ones that you haven't seen that weren't able to see. So we got animation. Animations are miniature humanoid creatures, such as dolls, puppets, or marionettes that are capable of moving on their own. House owners with animations most commonly report hearing clattering noises at night and missing or stolen household objects. Animations are usually not directly dangerous to humans and will ignore them entirely as they go about their business, but their presence in a household may indicate the interest of other potentially dangerous parties, and they will depart or collapse on their own after they complete their intended function, and no further action is needed. Just for a few days, you call them. So autumn vines are vines with orange or red leaves that are known to slowly grow over a house, frequently occurring during the fall. Homeowners with autumn vines report feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or blissful. The pheromones of autumn vines released in the air, while not toxic, can cause household accidents thanks to the blissful dizzying effects. Now look at where the initial growth is forming from by inspecting the soil. For an extended red parent vine, pull the vine out and burn it, and then, yeah. Prevent it by making regular offerings of insects or meat substance. Interesting. So we have Hahdgr. Are large humanoid creatures with an elderly, woman-like appearance. They are known to dwell beneath beds, hammocks, and other suspended sleeping apparatus. Homeowners infested with Hahdgrs will sometimes report croaking or wheezing. Could also be creaking. It's a bit hard to tell because the text is so goddamn small. Or the feeling of a heavy weight on their chest at night. Are not dangerous to most healthy human adults, but small children and humans suffering from breathing problems may be adversely affected by their presence. Steal the breath of the sleeping subjects. They tend to be beneficial as their presence can frighten other pests. Yeah, and then if you needed to, you can call the pest services. Let's see. Closet labyrinth. Closet labyrinths are large, twisting networks of tunnels that are known to occasionally appear inside of the closets or wardrobes of wealthy homeowners. or left behind in homes once owned by the wealthy. Homeowners with closet labyrinths will often report missing clothes or the sound of distant cries coming from their closets. Incredibly easy to get lost in by design and can prove especially hazardous to homeowners carrying valuable items such as gold, precious silk, or rare spices on their person. They are otherwise harmless to those who do not enter their domain. To lock or barricade the entrance, utilize the labyrinth removal team. Interesting. Dorca or Dorcha? I'm not sure how I'd pronounce that. I feel like Dorca would be the most correct one. Is the one who delivers. Homeowners experiencing Dorca commonly report feelings of immense dread and the sensation of being followed or pursued. They may also experience visions of a great lurking shadow. Dorca will deliver that which it seeks. There is no coming back from deliverance. Dorca is otherwise harmless to humans it does not seek. To be sought by Dorca is to be found by Dorca. If you or a loved one are sought by Dorca, it is advised to grieve and find peace through acceptance. Dreamweaver. Dreamweavers are large spider-like creatures known to weave dreams into reality. They are known to cause nearby humans to only dream about everything being covered in webs. They will only move into a household if no other spiders are present. Yes. Dreamweavers are parasitic in nature and feed off the dreams of humans while they sleep. While this does not cause any direct harm, it can lead to increased anxiety, and the large webs they weave can often do something like pets and children, causing further complications. To remove a dreamweaver, homeowners should refrain from sleeping for as long as possible in order to starve it and encourage it to find a new home. Dreamweavers will often attempt to induce sleep by ensnaring homeowners and infecting them with a sleep-inducing venom. Do not let them do this. Thanks. Let's see. Not sure if this one was new. Kobold. Kobolds are 5-foot-tall humanoid creatures with dog-like faces that are known to burrow into dark rooms or storage closets and make them their home. Homeowners infested with kobolds will sometimes report broken floorboards. Kobolds are harmless to humans unless they are discovered, at which point they will lash out violently to protect their home, causing injury or even death. If discovered, kobolds will attempt to lure humans into their hiding space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. Do not ever enter a kobold's domain. One should not attempt to remove a kobold from their home. It is strongly advised to hire professionals and utilize pest removal. Leprechaun, which is supposedly this thing. Man, Lucky Charms would sell a lot more cereal with this guy, wouldn't they? Leprechauns are small humanoids covered in long brown hair, are known for consuming common household valuables such as jewelry, silverware, and other precious metals. In addition to being a household nuisance, leprechauns' appetite for precious metals can also cause long-term damage to heaters, furnaces, and other common appliances. They are not directly if they are not directly protected. Additionally, leprechauns can occasionally cause direct harm to humans in cases where homeowners have metallic medical implants such as braces, crowns, or joint replacements. We'll move on to other feeding grounds on their own once they run out of food. But more proactive means of removal require physical capture. If immediate removal is desired, it is recommended to utilize the professional help of pest control. Neighbor's doorway. Neighbor's doorway are door frame-like structures that can often appear in basements or cellars. They are known to cause confusion if stepped through, as well as parallelism? Word's a bit hard to read. They do not cause any direct harm to humans, but if stepped through, the resulting system will often result in unwanted household activity, such as altered behavior or perceived missing memories in the humans who come through the other side. Are tricky to remove without accidentally pushing one's body through them and potentially biggering the parallel activity. It is advised to utilize doorway removal services. One can prevent neighbors' doorways from occurring by practicing mindfulness and not letting one's mind wander towards wishing for alternate life paths. Puka. Pukas are shapeless creatures that commonly inhabit homes in the shape and likeness of a household pet. They are known for their tendency to replace common pets such as dogs or cats, and live in their place to watch homeowners eat and sleep. Homeowners with pukas frequently report unusual or frightening pet behavior. Pukas are relatively harmless to humans, but the discarded bodies of household pets they leave behind can, over time, create other pest and disease hazards within the home. A foul smell signifies decay, and the discarded bodies should be found and removed immediately. Pukas can be encouraged to leave a home by not drawing attention to their activities. Pukas thrive off of the attention they receive from frightened homeowners, so refrain from screaming or yelling when surprised by them, and make attempts to ignore their presence whenever possible. Rain nymph. Rain nymphs are a subspecies of nymph that are most active during rainstorms. They are faint humanoids with a glow in their eye that often appear near windows and doors asking to be let inside. Homeowners afflicted with rain nymphs often report flooding. The floods rain nymphs cause can lead to water damage, which can be both costly and dangerous to a home. That's definitely what I'm most worried about here, not the huge thing outside the fucking window. Rain nymphs are very preventable in that their pleas to be let inside can simply be ignored. It is advised to stay away from doors and windows during rainstorms to avoid having to endure a rain nymph's various temptations and threats. Reanimation. Reanimations are any deceased remains of living creatures capable of moving on their own. Homeowners with reanimations commonly report foul smells, soil being tracked inside the home, and large holes in the ground appearing near or around the house. Reanimations are capable of spreading a wide variety of dangerous diseases and parasites deadly to humans, so close proximity or contact should be avoided at all costs. They're also commonly used to elicit direct violence against homeowners and are incredibly adept at hiding and waiting for vulnerable moments. Reanimation's pursuit is slow but relentless, so relocation is not necessary or advisable. It is advised to contact any friends, neighbors, or strangers the homeowners may have recently sighted and make peace or bargain. Soap sprite. Soap sprites are a subspecies of sprites known for consuming bacteria and harmful microbes. They frequently occupy bathrooms, appearing similar to pink bars of soap, in order to feed off the hands that use them. They secrete a suds-like substance that is used to digest their meals. Soap sprites, despite their bacteria-eating lifestyle, are frequently known to spread deadly diseases such as Fey flu to humans who handle them, making them a serious household hazard. Soap sprites are easy to remove and dispose of by way of tongs or other grabbing utensils. Identifying soap sprites can be difficult, so it is recommended to not keep any bars of soap in the household to ensure they can be identified and removed as soon as possible. Spriggans are small, green humanoids with leaf-like coatings on their bodies. They are seen rarely in households and reside primarily inside trees. They are known to act violently upon homeowners when provoked. However, homeowners affected by spriggans constantly report rapid vine growth in and around their homes and the feeling that trees are watching them. Spriggans are incredibly dangerous to humans when provoked, and physical contact with one will result in the growth of a sprig tree within the affected individual. Spriggans cannot be persuaded to leave the home once provoked. However, one can take precautions to prevent provoking a spriggan. Refrain from removing trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not even kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making something of water each night left in a clean dish on your porch. Offers of water. Alright, that's what it was. Sprig trees. Sprig trees are a rapidly growing tree-like organism that takes root in a human body. They are known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days. They are known to be caused by the touch of a spriggan. Sprig trees are incredibly dangerous to those infected and will result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death from the structural damage that will occur as it grows. There is no cure for a sprig tree. The infected individual should be quarantined, while any others occupying the household should vacate the premises immediately. Do not touch the infected person or the black substance that leaks from under them under any circumstance. Begin looking for a new home and arrange any funeral services as needed for the affected individual. Just saying, you are fucked, I guess. Sprig vines are rapidly growing vines that are known to quickly consume a house and block off exits. They are often a sign that a spriggan has been provoked. Sprig vines are not dangerous on their own and can be cut through with common gardening tools. However, their tendency to block exits can create struggles when needing to exit the house in a hurry, such in the case of floods, fires, or a spriggan in pursuit. Sprig vines will continue to grow so long as the spriggan that made them desires it, and is advised to vacate and rehome as soon as possible. So you got trash gnome. Trash gnomes are a subspecies of gnome with thick brownish gray fur, hog-like eyes, and large gaping mouths. They are known to seek out trash receptacles and burrow inside them for both food and shelter. Homeowners with trash gnomes often report the smell of rotten eggs, finding large clumps of fur throughout the house, tipped garbage cans, and loud crunching sounds at night. Trash gnomes are highly territorial once homed. While their bite is not fatal, it can often lead to inconvenient and painful circumstances such as the loss of a finger or nose, while attempting to discard trash or remove a trash bag from the receptacle. They are also capable of spreading deadly diseases to humans, such as rabies or tetanus. To prevent a trash gnome from homing inside your house, it is reminded to not let trash in the home be idle for more than a day or two, as their noses are highly sensitive to the smell. To remove a trash gnome permanently, it is highly advised to use pest removal. We have a troll. Trolls are giant, 12-foot nocturnal creatures that are normally not seen in the home. However, during the winter, they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials, such as blankets or articles of clothing. Homeowners infested with a troll will frequently report missing clothes or claim to hear the shrill sounds of air escaping in the middle of the night. Trolls are very dangerous to humans when they are startled, thanks to their ability to inflate their bodies to their full height of 12 feet in a matter of seconds. Their skin, despite its flexibility, is incredibly durable and will smash through the ceilings of most homes when fully inflated, causing property damage and injury to anyone in the vicinity. Do not ever approach a troll. An active troll will leave by morning once it has secured its bounty. It is recommended to install repelling fixtures such as UV lights to prevent further break-ins. Warlock Remnant, which is the last one of the new ones. Warlock remnants are a residual presence often left behind by former warlocks, most commonly inhabiting older households, castles, or underground dwellings. Homeowners experiencing a warlock remnants often report objects moving on their own, the sound of hostile warning whispers, or sighting bearded figures in reflective surfaces. Warlock remnants, while a hostile presence, are mere echoes of their former selves and are generally harmless. Their ability to manipulate small household objects can prove hazardous to less cautious homeowners, however. Homeowners can purge the remnant from their home with use of a I can't read spell. I got nothing. But the journey to retrieve one is both long and perilous, and not recommended if a warlock remnant proves sufficiently hazardous or inconvenient. It is highly recommended to homeowners to simply relocate. Damn, what is the real estate market like in this place? No wonder the homes were so damn cheap. Every 5 seconds you gotta move. Alright, so now we can start Sunday, and I did start Sunday, so the whole deal, and the reason you have this entry browser is that you don't actually get to look at any of the pages, you just kind of have to do it off memory. So let's do it. It's Sunday. I was about to say, like, did the game crash again? Let's really hope that doesn't happen again. So, safety hotline. Let's clock in. Yes. So yeah, so as you can see here, you don't actually get to look at any of the answers or any of the info. You just kind of have to know. So, let's do it. Can we get the first call, please? Thank you. Money. We are above. We are followers of our queen. What are we? The answer's bees. I don't technically like know the answer to any of these, but like that's bees. That's got to be bees. It fits everything. It feels like you have to get 100% accuracy. I didn't look it up, but this feels like something where you have to get it right every time. Alright, I think it was either this answer or the next one where we ended. I remember the call on which I ended. I just don't know if I'm not living. Did I cloud? Oh yeah, I remember. This is animation. I am weak. I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I? This is an animation. Because they're small doll-like figures, and then it's literally said once they do their thing, they just die. That's why you're not supposed to like call or anything. So I think the next one, I think this one is where I ended. Yes. I'm the beggar, I am the encroacher of the day, I am friend to the water of the sky. What am I?
Please hold.
The best answer I could come up with this one was the water nymph. Where is it? The rain nymph. It makes the most sense. It says I'm the beggar, and it mentions like it needs to be let inside. Encroacher of the day, which they cause rain and flooding. Friend of the water of the sky, obvious. I was thinking about night wisp, but friend of the water of the sky doesn't make sense in that scenario. So we are gonna go for a rain nymph. And then this is where it crashed last time. Is he gonna do it again? Okay, no. At least it doesn't look like it. If we get to the next call, this is new territory for me. I have not seen what the next call is. Crash again. No, please, 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 please do not do that. See, now this is frustrating because I can't tell if it's broken or not because there's too much time between calls. What's the point? I can't even see anything. I'm the harbinger of death. I am the bringer of pestilence. I am forever the nuisance.
Please hold.
What? This sounds like a locust. But it doesn't... Locust is not a thing, though. It's not in this game. Is it mice? No, raccoon doesn't make sense, though. What is this? Harbinger of death. Bringer of pestilence. Forever the nuisance. It's gotta be a pest of some sort, right? Maybe it's a bat? But bringer of pestilence I don't think makes any sense for bat. Ants, maybe? It is harbinger of death doesn't make sense, though. Cockroach? This is a weird one. Is it like gopher or mole? But harbinger of death doesn't make sense in that scenario. I feel like mice is like the most correct answer I have. Like mice or mole, but I feel like mice makes the most sense. I'm gonna go for it. rejoice. I feel like I don't know if that's bad or good. I feel like maybe I feel like maybe that means I got something wrong. Seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within. Okay, that's the closet labyrinth.
Please hold.
Because it mentioned, I don't know why I keep clicking on that. It literally does nothing. But it's closet labyrinth. It mentioned, like, being in wealthy places. Step within and they lose their way. It's the labyrinth, so it's closet labyrinth. It's 100% closet labyrinth. Expand thy mind. Is this going to be revealed that Carol's like an eldritch god? We are companions of the gardens, who compel those who tread no longer.
Please hold.
Spriggan? Feels like that would make the most sense. Let's check those. Let's maybe go over some stuff. You know, Spriggan makes the most sense, though. Especially because they're known to be aggressive. Like, the tread no longer thing is kind of what's getting me, right? Because just companion of the garden could probably be a lot of things, but it's that which is kind of getting me. If it just mentioned, like, Fae, if Fae was a thing and not, like, Fae Feast, Fae Flu, right? It could maybe have been that, but I'm pretty sure this is a Spriggan. So we're gonna throw that one out there. Let go thy stilted soul. Alright. What is this? I am the dancer. I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless. Bro,
Please
what?
hold.
Let's focus on dancer for now. I don't think anything was referred to as dancer. I can't read this! Consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light? Is it a sprite of some kind? Wait. Dancer, Harbinger, and the... Is it house fire? It could be, like... I think people refer to fire as, like, dancing. Harbinger of destruction makes sense. Consume the weak and the reckless makes sense. Forsaken oil and the careless light makes sense. I feel like it's this. I can't think of anything else that, like, it would be. I was thinking of a sprite, but, like, because of the dancer part, but I don't think any of the rest of this makes any sense with that. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for house fires. Feels like it's the most logical option here. Descend. Okay. How many of these are we doing? I feel like we're probably only doing like one or two more. I'm the seeker. I am the one... I thought of I am the one who knocks. I'm the seeker, I'm the one who delivers. That is Dorka. That is literally all you get told about this thing. So, like, it's pretty obvious. That one... okay, looks like it's not really changing. I noticed that, like, this is above ground, and I feel like it was going below ground before. So maybe that means I'm, like, getting some wrong. I mean, there's no way I'm getting everything wrong.
Hello, Supervisor
Hi,
Carol.
Carol.
We've been watching you closely. For all this time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers.
Cool.
These acts will not go unrewarded.
Nice.
And I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion.
Nice.
Please stand by while I prepare thy promotion.
Okay.
Promotion in progress. Please stand by.
You know, I think maybe I'll take a rain check on that. Or not. Oh. You know, Carol, this is actually kind of nice. Oh. Hi, Carol.
Please, be not afraid. Come close.
Nah, I'd rather not, actually. I guess I don't have much of a choice in the matter. Hi, Carol. There's gonna be a jump scare here, there has to be, right? Hey, dude, how close are we getting personal space? We're not gonna be this close to Carol, alright? Thanks for the crown, it's real cool. Stop looking at me like that, Carol. I'm gonna call HR.
Congratulations. All hail our new junior supervisor!
Cool. Is that it? Are we done? Junior Supervisor completes the game. So what happens if we go back now? Also notice it doesn't tell you what, Oh, there's a lot here now. A bit more, actually. Weekly report, call training. Arts book. As the creator of Home Safety Hotline. Oh, this is long. This is pretty long. I might have to read this in the fucking in the meantime. Options that allow for post-descent manipulations available after promotion. Unemployment immunity, always display accuracy, add button to skip call wait times. Okay. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And then we're going to try going back. Will it just go to Sunday? It will. And now, if it works, we can see how accurate our answers were and what ones we got wrong. Because I am curious.
Hold.
Alright, I guessed B's on this. Which was accurate. Here's my guess on this, which was accurate.
Please hold.
We guessed rain nymph. Which was accurate. Was I correct with this? I don't think I couldn't have been correct on everything because I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for getting 100% accuracy on a day, and I don't think I got that. I guess mice, which it was not accurate. It's not mice. Yeah, this was another one where I was a bit kind of questioning.
Please hold.
We guessed Spriggan on this, which was not correct either. Damn. And after this, I want to see what happens if you get things wrong, right? Like, if you get a 0%, they're just going to say, no. What do you mean, insufficient privileges? Aren't we done here? Oh. So yeah, this is Supervisor
Hello.
Carol.
Promotion in progress.
Alright, cool. So I was 75% accurate, which is not as good as I was maybe hoping I was. But can I skip this? No, come on. I already went through this. Alright. Now we can see what happens if we get the answers wrong on Sunday. Carol's gonna come on the call. Wow, you suck. You're terrible. Day is ending. Alright, cool. Interesting. The message was different. But...
Hello, employee. Supervisor Carol here. We've been watching you for some time, and I must say that we have been rather disappointed in your performance here. Many of our callers' lives have been altered for the worse thanks to your negligent answers. Your failure to treat your work here with the gravity it deserves has unfortunately forced us to make a very difficult choice in regards to your continued employment at HSH. Effective immediately, your employment here has been terminated. We wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Cool. Interesting. What a game over screen. Unemployed. Cool. Oh, do I have to like do it over again? No, come on. Alright, I guess we gotta try for 100% accuracy. Okay, so apparently this one is housefly, which I don't get that. Like, I've never heard of a housefly being referred to as the harbinger of death. But I guess the point is that they like go around decay, right? Bringer of pestilence, I guess. Forever the nuisance is definitely correct. Okay, apparently this one is seedling, which, I don't know.
Please hold.
I haven't read the entry in a while, so... Whoa, no, not you. That's not what I clicked on. Yeah, this is house fires. I really thought there was an achievement for that. Maybe not, though. Alright. Let's check Steam and see what we are potentially missing. I'm missing one achievement. Complete the game with 100% accuracy. I will get that on my own time. So that's going to be all for Home Safety Hotline. Finally done with that. In terms of, like, did I like it? I think a major issue was that a lot of the answers are either really obvious or really weirdly specific, and, like, you have to search through everything to find them. So, like, half the time you're just... click, and then the other half of the time you're just sorting through everything, looking for anything that might fit. And I think I complained about the waiting times between, waiting between calls is just not very fun. In terms of a horror game, it's not, like, scary, maybe a bit unnerving, and maybe the world itself is a bit scary, but the game in and of itself never really, like, got me, you know? Overall, though, it's alright. I don't hate it. I wasn't the hugest fan of it, but, you know, I don't regret playing it. It's very interesting. I'll say that at least. So, that's going to be all for today. I hope you have a good day.